Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm finishing up my dinner, so give me a few minutes and I'll hop on. Beryllium, Jesse, Zach, Nicolas Gomez, my man on the other side of the ocean, make it glow or makes it glow. No, not even that. Makes it go PTW. How about that? Master Trader, Happy Kids, John Ozark. What's up, everybody? Let me finish up my dinner here and I'll be right back. Just wanted to get you guys going. All right. Corey, congrats. Passing his eval on Bulenox. Nicely done, brother. Nicely done. All right, where is this gold going tonight, man? Gold looking like it wants to go to the moon. All right, guys, just finishing up my dinner here, and I'll hop on. All right, but I'll be reading the stream or the chat rather. Susu Bear, what's up, brother? Welcome to the stream. Let's see who else is here. Nicolas Gomez. I think I said hello. I think I've said hello to everybody in the chat. Corey the Scalper, congrats, man. All right, what's up, everybody? How was everyone's weekend? Happy Monday. We're back. We're back. It's good to be back. Let's see who's in here. Coop in the house. Julian 27811. Spaces 1111. Who else is here? Corey passing his Bulenox evals. Nicolas Gomez, the man on the other side of the ocean. Beryllium Jesse, as usual. John Ozark, Happy Kids. Burnastor, aloha, my friend. All right. The Wiz in the house. B. Adams. All right. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Let's see. What is NQ doing? NQ's chopping tonight, huh? And gold is just going to the moon. I was trading gold earlier. So I'm gonna get my eyes off of gold because gold is nasty playing trying to short it. Gold just wants to go to the moon tonight. Let's take a look at Goldilocks. I've been trying to catch a short. I've gotten some profit, but not the short that I've been looking for. So I'm going to wait for this area again. Otherwise, gold is just going to the moon tonight. Unforgiving. I've had to get myself out of some of these trades, trading against the trend, but I think we missed the entry here. That was VWAP right here at 35. Anybody in a long on gold at VWAP? That was the entry right there. Otherwise, gold is about to explode for another leg up. Wow, pretty impressive. Goldilocks. All right, I want to stay off of gold tonight. Keep me on NQ. Keep me on NQ tonight. That was a close one with gold. All right, what do we got here? Kushal, what's up? The original gangster. Christopher Zazek. House account. Oh, that's right. I think we have a house account blown still. I don't think I've reset the house account yet. Hold on. What did we have for house account? I think it was a Tradeify account, right? Orthodox in a long on gold. Hey, I don't blame you, man. Gold just doesn't want to take the pullback today. Take short on NQ on house account. All right, let me take a look at the house account. I believe the house account is blown. If I remember correctly, that was blown last week. So let's see where we stand, and I'll reset one right now. Hold on for a second. Hold your horses. All right, house account. Where are you at? GC about to take off to the moon. I agree. I think we missed that VWAP touch. That was probably the bounce. Now it's just going to go 4160 is the next. R1 is at 4165, 6065 area. All right, let's see. What does the house account look like? What did we have as a house account? I think it was a Tradeify, right? All right, so it is okay. So house account is blown. Tradeify charges you an $80 reset fee. What? All right, hold on. Let's find the house account. Kushal, yeah, it was 2 days back to back of house account blown. Ooh, and gold about to take off to the moon. I'm gonna leave Goldilocks alone because the contrarian in me. I ended up with some green, but or in the green right now, but I had to play hardball with gold. All right, let's see what we got here. The best loser wins. What's up? All right, let's see. NQ just chopping here. Huh. All right, I'm looking for a prop firm to buy the house account on Tradeify. Let's see what we've got. Does Legends have Tradeify? I thought Legends did not have Tradeify. Hold on. Oh, they do. Here we go. They do. All right, so we're gonna get a Legends Tradeify house account. That way, I don't confuse it with Tradeify and my accounts. All right, here we go. Now let's hope that Tradeify activates us pretty damn quick. But we need 100K. You guys love to blow these accounts, so we need 100K. All right, hold on. 100K is not gonna cut it with you guys. Hold on. Hold your horses. All right, Tradeify, 150K. Let's buy that bed. Ooh, gold breaking out to the moon. All right, this price action is crazy. Maybe I should stay a little more entertained here before I try to trade that nonsense going on right now. Ooh, look at that, gold taking off. Pivot point is at 41.60 for gold. Sorry guys, I'm logging in right now to the house account. I just got a Legends trading house account. Let me see where my login info is. Here we go. Orthodox Cousins, what's up? Julian, see you tomorrow, brother. All right, we got a house account. Here we go. We got the house account with Legends Trading. So we are back to zero after 2 blown accounts on the house account last week. The house account was doing well for a couple weeks, and then 2 back-to-back sessions alone. All right. Okay, so now house account is available for trading. I'm taking a look at NQ over here, and I'm staying away for a little bit. This is nice. So, and gold just going to the moon. All right, so who had a house account trade? I'll put it in now. Who had a house account trade? All right, no house account trades now. All right, NQ. I don't know what to do with NQ with all this chop. All right, Green Day Trading house account buy now. I need to know what you're buying: micros, minis, how many, gold, NQ. All right, do you want minis or micros? Guys, the more detailed you are in the original, here, let me put the house account, right? If you let me know the instrument, right, how many you're buying, whether it's a micro or a mini, your entry, your stop loss, it'll make the whole process easier on one line. Otherwise, you guys are gonna make me guess here. Okay, so here's the, you can place trades on the house account. Just give me your entry limit, stop loss, TP. Example, MNQ long, 2 micros. The more info you give me, the better. Otherwise, this is gonna get a little crazy. All right, so the best loser wins. I think the Green Day Trading has the short, right? Hold on, let's see. Yeah, I don't know if you're going Green Day Trading. I don't know if you're going long or short. Again, the more info you give me, the less back and forth, guys. Green Day Trading, 2 contracts long now. You want 2 minis. All right, so on NQ, here we go. You want 2 minis. Buy. No, hold on. Okay, you do want 2 longs on NQ. All right. Your TP is 25,770. And your stop is 715. All right, you're set up. Guys, again, the more detailed you are in the original house account trade, the easier it is with the back and forth. So as you can see here in the example, let me There we go. In the example, MNQ long, market 2 micros, stop loss 2600, 2700. There's no guessing there. I know you want 2 micros long, market order in, stop loss, and a TP. Done deal. Corey, sorry, man. I've been going back and forth. So next trade. Corey, what do you want to trade? Long GC 1 mini at market. So you want to long up here, huh? All right, let's long at market. 1 mini. What's your stop? Corey the scalper, what's your stop? TP 41.55. And what's your stop? $41.46. All right. $41.46. All right, so you're risking 3 points. In other words, the test of this breakout area. Gotcha. All right, so Corey the scalper has us on a GC long at 49, targeting 55. And then we're in an NQ short. Let's see. The house account is an NQ short, courtesy of Green Day Trading. All right, that's the house account. Let's see if I'm going to take any trades on NQ. Let's go back to NQ. So currently the house account in with those trades, NQ here. Also, NQ's in a long as well. So 2 longs, NQ long and a GC long. Thumper. I don't know if I can do a hedge trade with Legend Trading. So for now, the house account, until it takes TP or gets stopped out, NQ and gold are in trades. I don't want to hedge, only because I don't know the rules at Legends Trading. So we'll leave the house account alone there. Long on gold at 49, targeting 55, short stop loss at 46, and then NQ long at 32 with a stop loss at 715, targeting 770. All right, let's take a look at my account. Oh, NQ. I'm leaving gold alone for now. I think I missed the entry on that VWAP touch. So we'll see if gold gives us some type of pullback before I attempt a long. All right, NQ. What the hell are you doing? NQ is just chopping. NQ, man. I'm going to stay out of this for a little bit until we see some type of move with NQ. Can't even fathom this. So we got a little range here between 720 and 750. Yeah, I'm leaving NQ alone for now. And Goldilocks continuing on to push. I already walked out in the green with Goldilocks, but I was looking for a short, and it ain't giving no shorts right now. This was the pullback to VWAP at 36 or that 36 area. Yep, that was the VWAP touch, and pushed right back up 10, 15 points. So gold looks like it wants to rally tonight. So I'll wait for another pullback. I'm not chasing this long yet. So let me go back to NQ. Thumper, I trade 150Ks. Well, good evening to everyone. I hope everyone had a great weekend. How did everybody do during New York? The New York Open for the first hour or two was pretty choppy. I walked out in the green, but it was choppy this morning. So I hope you guys walked out with some green today. I hope you guys are doing good with your trading tonight. Fitty says it's a flip on NQ. Yeah, I'm leaving NQ alone. I'm going to figure out what NQ wants to do. I can see that we've been in this range. I mean, if you want to do it here, I think this was the most recent range right there. Chopping back and forth, look below and fail, look above and fail, look above and fail, and where's it going to go? So I'm leaving NQ alone for now until we figure out, are we breaking out of this, breaking out of that? I don't know. You take a look at the, ooh, but it is at a top. Maybe, is that what it wants to do? It wants to curl back down? Is that what NQ is trying to do? Thumper trades 5 MNQs on 150Ks. That's a good strategy. Keeps your wrist tight. Hey, Bejor Jr., what's up? Welcome to the stream. Beryllium Jesse stayed out for the first 40 minutes, then killed it. That was smart. This morning was pretty choppy. I got caught in the chop and then took a little break and then came back, and I walked out in the green as well today. But took a little patience. All right, let's take a look at, I'm staying away for NQ for now. We've been in this range here, just chopping back and forth. We're going to continue for further upside or take a pullback. And then Goldilocks looks like it wants more. So let's take a look at the house account trade on Goldilocks. Here we go. We got a long on NQ and a long on gold as well. So house account, 2 longs on NQ and on gold. Looking for continuation on this push or a stop at 41.46 on gold. On NQ, courtesy of Green Day. Green Day Trading. We are in a long with a tight stop at 715. Green Day Trading. You put stop loss at 25,715. Yep, that's what I got you. All right, looks like Orthodox Cousins is in a short on NQ. So as usual, the chat divided. We got longs on NQ. We got shorts on NQ. I'm watching right now, figuring out what it's going to do. Are they going to rip on down or push right back up in this range that they've been playing for the last 2-3 hours now? All right, so I'm spectating on NQ, leaving gold alone for now until we get a bigger pullback, if we even get the pullback. Master Trader NQ looks like it's ready to go down. It's topping. Well, let's take a look at. It's been hinting to drop for a while though. Still no drop. And gold is just on a rampage tonight. Don't mess with gold. All right, let's take a look at chat account. So this is our NQ trade long at 32, going to 770. That long is courtesy of Green Day Trading. And then Corey, the scalper, has a long on GC going for 55. Let's see. Gold is on a rampage tonight. Unforgiven. Might Fab, what's the verdict between trading live on YouTube and off of YouTube? I do better off of YouTube. That's the verdict. All right, Goldilocks. Goldilocks. Are they going to continue to push up or take a pullback? Necessary pullback. The last pullback we had was what, 10, 15 points? John Ozark, how do you get VWAP on your chart? I can't find it in indicators. I have VWAP on TradingView. I don't know what platform you use, but on TradingView, it's just VWAP. Session, I think. Session VWAP. All right, Goldilocks. Looks like it wants the pullback. Or is this just the 20 SMA touch to go right back up? Let's see. And then NQ on the chat account. Also taking a pullback. So house account in 2 longs, taking some heat. And why is the chat account balance not showing? Let me fix this up a bit. There we go. All right, that is the chat account. John Ozark on Tradeify. I honestly don't know because I don't know. Maybe somebody else in the chat can tell us. I don't trade on Tradeify. Does anybody know if you can put VWAP on Tradeify? I'm assuming you can. All right, going back to my accounts and my chart. Looks like NQ wants to break this little overnight range to the downside. And gold continue on to push in that ascending channel. I'm not messing with gold. I already walked out in the green with Goldilocks. I'm gonna let it go. Let it go. But next pivot point is all the way at 4160. I don't see why I can't just push another 10 points before a significant pullback. Man, gold just pushing today. It's already up 20, 25 points when I started trading. Wow. Wow. All right, chat account. Where is the chat account? John Ozark, that's what you're on. No, yeah, that's the house account, John. I don't trade Tradeivate. So maybe somebody who does Tradeivate can help in terms of indicators. Let's see. The chat account doesn't have VWAP on the chart. Let's take a look at gold. Ooh, a wick on gold, but wicks have been nothing for gold lately. Let's see indicators. Let's see if moving averages, volume based. Oh, here it is, VWAP. You can do VWAP here and figure out your settings. So I guess there is a VWAP. Where'd it go? All right, look at Corey getting the house accounts in green. There it is. Yeah, there's your VWAP on Tradeivate. So it does work. And that was the VWAP touch for this bounce that I mentioned earlier. That was the entry on this gold long. On Tradeivate prop, it looks like you have VWAP as an option now. All right, house count is currently in the green on gold. Let's take a look at NQ. NQ battling, but pushing up. There we go. Yeah, so I just on Tradeivate prop under volume base there is VWAP, so I added it from here. So under indicators, volume based VWAP, and it was. Where'd it go? There it is. Let's take a look at gold. Yep, and that was the VWAP touch, and VWAP is currently at 37. Yep. So there's your VWAP on Tradeivate. Like I said, pivot point on Goldilocks is at 41.60. So gold pushing. I'm not shorting gold for a while. Probably until it gets to 41.80. I'm leaving Goldilocks alone, and I don't want to chase up here long. But Corey, the scalper, about to get the house account some nice green for about 6 points. How about NQ? NQ almost stopped this out. Yeah, NQ I'm leaving alone tonight, at least for now. Gold I traded already, so I'm gonna take a little break from gold. But NQ, here's the chop. We tried to flush and we wicked, so if we're just gonna chop in this range, I'm not interested. Real Robot. What's up? Welcome to the stream. All right. right, and Corey the scalper with his gold trade on gold trade on the community account, about to get us some nice green. Gold is just on a rampage. Don't try to short it. Hop on longs. Hey, Chris. Yeah, brother, what's going on? I took a little break this morning. Woke up late, traded afterwards. But it's good to be back. And where is the chat account? All right, chat account. All right, gold being a little difficult, but slowly but surely getting us to that TP there. And I'm watching NQ. NQ still not breaking this range. I mean, if they do break, current overnight low is at 701. So I guess NQ potential break below 700 tonight if they continue on down. Otherwise, this is just range bound in that 25-point range, and I won't play around there. Happy kids, do we see GC at 4,200? Well, 4,160 is the next pivot point, and there's one right above that, around 41.7, or a prior one right above that. So it looks like gold is on a rampage. I don't see. Looks like we are going to see 4,200 probably by tomorrow morning. Gold is on a mission. On a mission. Let's take a look at gold on my charts. I just want to avoid FOMOing in on gold. That's why I don't want to look at gold. I don't want to FOMO in on this long. Oh, tempting, tempting. All right, it's coming to test the 20 SMA. Every touch of the 20 SMA for the most part has been a bounce, 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 bounce. They have not broken the 20 SMA with confidence. They tried here. They held at the 200 and pushed her right back up. We haven't seen a true 20 SMA flush or anything below the 200 SMA all day. It's crazy. Even on higher time frames. Those moving averages have held price on gold for sure. All right, Goldilocks giving us a pullback. Is this the pullback long or exhaustion up here? I don't know. Orthodox. 3 for 1 today. Just call it a night. All right, brother. Have a good night. How much is gold? A tick on gold is $10. $10 a tick, $100 a point. All right, let's go back to NQ so I don't get too excited with gold. I want to walk away from gold for tonight. All right, NQ trying to come on down. Are they going to finally flush that 25-point range that they've been trying to come down to? Orthodox cousin, I appreciate you, man. Have a great night, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, guys. In the meantime, if you're enjoying the content, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe. I do this every night, Monday through Thursday, 9:45 p.m. Eastern. Tonight, I still haven't taken any trades on my accounts. Gold, I already traded earlier. If you're just tuning in, and made some money shorting gold, but I was looking for bigger plays, just not getting them. So I think gold is on a rampage tonight. Next pivot point is at 160, and there's a previous pivot point right above that around 170. So I'm gonna let gold either continue on up or give us a stronger pullback before I take any trades on gold. And then NQ chopping in this range, 25-point range, similar ordeal there. Let's see if we get resolution. Are we going to break to the downside or break to the upside? Otherwise, just range bound. And the chat account, thanks to our viewers, does have some trades. We have a gold long, courtesy of Corey on the house account. In at 41.49, targeting 55 with a stop at 46. And we also have an NQ long at 32 with a stop at 7.15. Let's see how those trades do on the house account. The NQ trade is courtesy of Green Day Trading, and our gold trade is courtesy of Corey, the scalper. All right, gold taking a 5-point pullback, breaking below the 9 and the 20 here. See, when was the last time we broke above both? Right around here. And fortunately there, we took a pullback right to VWAP, and that was the VWAP long that just played out. So let's see if they continue to hold these moving averages, or if we take a stronger pullback, potentially to test this breakout area again, or just continue on right up. Gold has not given much of a pullback all evening. Every pullback has been pretty much elongated. Green Day Trading telling us that NQ reverse pattern is finished. It's going long now. I wouldn't know what to tell you on either. I'll wait for the break to the downside or a push back up. With NQ, we're in this range pretty much most of the overnight session for what? 25 points with a look above and fail, look above and fail, look below and fail. But price has been in this range for the most part. We're at the bottom part of this range. Doesn't mean they can't push it right back up. Let's see. I'm going to be watching from the sidelines, not taking any trades yet. Fiona Shakur, NQ is slow, maybe because tomorrow is federal holiday. Yeah, but I thought that the market I thought the entire market is open tomorrow, isn't it? I don't think tomorrow's a half day. Could be wrong. And gold is doing what it's been doing all night. Every pullback has been a juicy long. Look at that. Bouncing right here and continuing on up. Gold is on a rampage. Not giving any pullbacks. No significant pullbacks on gold. Space is 11.11. Yep, that's what I thought. I think the market tomorrow, or now you've confirmed it, the market tomorrow is a normal trading day. Life is good. Futures open tomorrow. I believe everything is open. I believe the entire market is open tomorrow. I believe. And gold just did what it's been doing. Any little flush below the 20 SMA is an immediate bounce. Pretty impressive what they're doing tonight with gold. Anybody trying to short gold, by the way? Who's short on gold? Green Day Trading telling us all levels of liquidity is foreign for long distribution for NQ. news, Bola. Telling us, hell no, he's long on gold till tomorrow. All right. Courtney Short, welcome to the stream. All right, let's take a look at NQ. What is NQ doing? NQ starting to push up. Tony Lane, shorting gold, no bueno. Yeah, tonight, I don't know about shorting gold, man. That's why I'm staying out. Because the contrarian in me wants to short it, but I think gold, when gold is on freight train mode, stay out. Stay out or hop on along. All right, gold, all right. Playing around up here. Are they going to pull it back or what are they going to do? NQ hinting the bounce, but NQ still at the bottom of this range that I've been talking about. Unable to get back above the middle of that range or mid-range. So let's see what NQ does over here. Life is good watching short gold at 41.55. Yeah, you got a pivot point up there on gold. The last time, though, they pushed up a pivot point during the Asia session, so they may push they may push gold to like 65.70 before a pullback. They may push it up here. I mean, pivot points all the way up at 60. And then you got a prior pivot point around 70. So it is going to start reaching some resistance. I'll watch up here, decide if I want to short gold or not. Otherwise, when gold's on a freight train mode, don't fade it. Josie Serrano waiting for a long gold entry at 41.24. Man, if we can get that pullback all the way back down to 41.24, that would be sweet. I don't know if we're going to get that. That would mean, let's take a look at gold chart right now for 41.24. I mean, it could happen, but it's going to take hours. Let's take a look at what 41.24 would look like. So that means gold would have to pull back all the way to that 4 o'clock area, my time, so 7 p.m. Eastern. In other words, break the 200 SMA and come back to the original breakout level around between, what was that, 420 to 428? This area right here, it would need to come back all the way down to test this area. I don't know. That 25 entry that I agree with you. I'd love the gold come back down here, but that's gold takes off. I don't think we're going to get that entry. I think the next entry was right here, which was the VWAP bounce at 35. And I think they're just going to continue on up. We'll see. Hoop, bank holiday, bond market closed too so far. Options say lower tomorrow. Have to see at 10 a.m. Oh, Jose Serrano, you were long. You were long at 24. That's a solid entry, my friend. That's a solid entry. Courtney got the break of gold yesterday, made too much profit, and now I got to get more profits. Jose, yeah, you caught the breakout. So basically what I was talking about right now, you caught this breakout area for that long. Nice. Nicely done. literally right at the breakout of this resistance area. So golden entry at 425, 424, 420, 40, 4124. That's a solid entry for you. Nicely done, Jose. Courtney, do you copy trade evals or just pass them one by one? I do copy trade. I copy trade both evals and straight to funded. Straight to funded or sim funded accounts. Jose, yeah, pivot point at 4170. That's the one I'm watching up there. So gold loves to go to pivot point. So I think that's the next stop for Goldilocks. It's up there at 4170. I like what Beryllium Jesse is saying. Smash that like, smash that subscribe button. We do this every night, Monday through Thursday, 9:45 p.m. Eastern. All right, gold starting to struggle with these moving averages now. How far is this pullback? If it's even a pullback. Every pullback has been bought up on gold so far. If we take a look at my charts that I'm watching on gold here, it's been playing this channel since what, 5 p.m. I tried to short the tops of these channels, got some green, but I was looking for a break. As you can see, gold continued to the upside. And I think at this point, 4170, 4180 area for those pivot points up above us before a significant pullback. So I'm staying away from gold for now. Let's hop on back to NQ. NQ still not getting out of the range, still within the range. We're waiting for either a break to the downside or a break to the upside. Let's take a look at the house account trade. House account trade still waiting for that boom to the upside. See if NQ can build a base, or it's building a base here for potential continuation up to the upside. But we gotta bounce. We gotta push up. It is looking bullish now. Beryllium Jesse, win percentage doesn't matter. You can have a 90% win rate, but if your stops are huge, then yeah, that is true. And at this, all right, this is what we're waiting for on NQ. NQ starting to push. If it starts pushing above 735, I think we're gonna get that play to the upside. PR77 cup close on NQ around 700. So PR77 thinking we're still got some more down to this. I'm staying out on NQ for now. Ooh, there it is. There's the boom now on NQ. Green Day Trading, there's your boom. So what are we looking at? My screen. All right. So currently, I'm not taking any trades yet. I am watching NQ. Looks like it's bouncing off at the bottom of this range or the overnight range, potentially coming to the top, and then figure out what it wants to do there. There it is. So it's been testing the bottom of this range 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and right back up to the 750 area. Gold, on the other hand, not giving any significant pullbacks tonight and just continues on pushing. Breakout area was this little range down here, the 20-25 area. That was the breakout range, and ever since we haven't seen that the last 2-3 hours. All right, the chat account is in the green now on NQ. NQ coming to that 200 SMA, testing the 200. I'm still flat for the night, at least during the stream. NQ pushing now. Next stop, that 250 area with the top of this range, and TP is targeting 770 on the house account trade, courtesy of Green Day Trader. Take a look at the gold trade, courtesy of Corey, and again, gold bouncing on a pullback. Jeez, all night, just no significant pullback. Everything has been bought right back up. So, moral of the story, don't try to short gold tonight. All right, so NQ also trying and taking another pullback at the 200 SMA. So far, they haven't been able to stay above the 200 SMA for too long on NQ. So some of you are short on NQ, some of you are long. I'm flat. Jose Serrano, I think the news of government shutdown ending is pushing gold up. I wouldn't short it today. Yeah, gold is not a short, at least not yet. Ever since they broke out of that 20-25 area for the Asia session, gold has just been pushing up. Right here was the breakout. That was that 427 area, and they're already at 52 or something. Corey, look at you about to get some profit there. Corey, you're about to get a boom right to your TP. Lone Wolf up $700. Have it $700 on the night for your account. It's up $14.50. Nice. And profit factor is 162. That's impressive. Kushal learning GC reversal signal? I don't know, brother. I don't know if there's such thing as a reversal tonight on gold, my friend. As much as I want to, as much as that contrarian in me wants to short gold, I don't know, brother. We got a pivot point at 65 on gold, 70 all the way up there as a prior. I think we'll see resistance around 65, 70, but before that, I don't think so. And green day trading now. There is nothing holding back NQ. John Ozark, what props do you trade the most? Now, recently, it's going to be Tradeify, Take Profit Trader, and Apex. On the eval side, for straight to funded, I have Tradeify, Lucid Direct, and Tick Tick Trader. There's gold. Gold about to hit TP. Are we watching the house account? We are. There we go. Gold on a rampage tonight. Don't short it. And the chat's divided. We got a couple people in a short on NQ. We got some longs on NQ. Which way will it go? I'm still flat. Until NQ picks a direction, I'm flat. All right, can we get that TP for Corey? There we go. The house account about to hit TP. Oh, we missed it by a tick. Today, gold is just going to blow right through every TP. PR77 flat, just charting. Same here, man. I'm spectating today, or at least for now. Gold, I took my trades that I wanted. I'm up on gold and NQ. That chop, man. I'm leaving that chop alone. All right, so gold taking a little pullback, but we know every pullback on gold is bought up. So let's hop on to NQ now. NQ taking another pullback. And if we take a look at my chart, coming back to the bottom of this little overnight range we've been watching. Didn't quite make it all the way to the top yet. So let's see if just a little pullback for continuation to the upside, or finally break out of that 720 area and potentially hit tonight's overnight low around 700 if we do break. All right, NQ taking a pullback. NQ's taking a pullback, but as long as it stays within the range, testing the 725 area, we're fine. If we start seeing a flush and speed, then we're trying. Then 700 or overnight low would be the next stop if they flush out of this overnight range. But so far, every flush to the bottom of this range has been a short trap. Anybody who tried to short 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times has been a trap. Is it finally going to be the break to the downside? And overnight low is at 700. Let's see. So far, this area is held. The bottom of this range is held. They've only had wicks below that. Team Massive, blessings, sir. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you as usual. So gold came right up to this red line, which is the 200 SMA. So my lines, the red line is the 200 SMA, the purple line is the 20 SMA, and the blue line is the 9 EMA. So came right up to the 200, tested it twice, and back down. so far for a while it hasn't been able to stay above the 200 SMA on the shorter time frames. Gold taking a pullback. What? Whoa, what happened here? All right, gold missed our TP by a tick. Ah, look at that. That's a heartbreaker right there. And took like a 4-point pullback. No biggie. It's in an ascending channel here, so as long as they bounce it, should be fine. NQ also bouncing at the bottom of that range. And I'm still flat. Rados, the Asia gold break blew my funded accounts. Yeah, man. Sorry to hear that. Gold has been. Like I said, I tried to short gold. I walked out into green, but I had to DCA here and finally get out of that gold short and walked out into green and realized I'm not going to get the short. So now I'm going to wait for 4070, 4080 to potentially short again. Unless they're going to take a stronger pullback here, and then I'll hop on a long. So we'll see. Gold coming back. Coming back. And NQ, what do we got for NQ? All right, NQ coming back also. Holding the bottom of that range that you guys have seen on my charts. See what NQ does. As long as it holds, then you're fine. If you're long. All right. Dustin Sharp, welcome to the stream. So as we can see on my chart, NQ still holding this bottom, right? We've been trying to flush it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times it's held. It's only a matter of time before they bounce it with strength or they flush it. I'm waiting for either one. Rados, yeah, man. RSI can kill you when any instrument is trending. You can have RSI at overbought for hours. You can have RSI at oversold for hours. RSI is only good until it doesn't work. Unfortunately. All right, let's take a look at gold. What is Goldilocks doing? Did it bounce? Ooh, this time it did not bounce, at least not yet. So we are now starting with gold. Let's take a look at the 5-minute on gold. Do we have any change in direction on gold yet? Let's take a look at the 5-minute. And let's take a look at Heikinashi. So we've had nothing but green since this morning. The last red trend true reversal happened at 6 a.m. my time. So right around the New York Open. That was the last pullback, significant pullback that we saw on gold. After that, we've only seen little spurts of red Heikinashi. These are 5-minute Heikinashi candles. It's overdue. I'm waiting for this. But I don't know. We had a little instance here, almost. Is this finally going to be the pullback that gold needs? Oh, wait, I'm not even showing that screen. Hold on. All right, here we go. So these are Heikinashi candles on gold. The last pullback, significant pullback on gold was this morning during the New York Open, right? You had this little wave of red 5-minute Heikinashi candles. All right, looks like we just got stopped out on one of the accounts. I think it's NQ. I'll go back to NQ in a second. So this was the last pullback, significant pullback on gold. We had this one push right back up, this one push right back up, this one push right back up, this one push right back up. And now, see how many 5-minute Heikin-Ashi candles we can get to confirm a pullback. All right, NQ stopped out. Yes, sir. So NQ starting to break that range that we were talking about. So now that NQ is stopped out, let me close the TP. Unfortunately, the NQ trade is stopped. Let's see what happened in terms of my chart. Okay, so we did break above the overnight range. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attempts. And I guess let's see what happens. Will NQ come and test the overnight low or the session low right now at 700 before it pushes right back up or continues to the downside? Gold giving us a stronger pullback here. We're attempting. These are 5-minute Heikin-Ashi candles on gold. I'm waiting for a change in direction. We had a little one here. Let's see what happens. Kushal calling the reversal area. So let's see if it continues. Like I said earlier with gold, we've had very minimal pullback. We've had some pullbacks, not necessarily reversal, more like a pullback bounce. I'm waiting for something like this right here. Where is it? Oh, hold on. I'm still not showing this one. Here we go. So 5-minute Heikin-Ashi candles, gold starting to change direction. But we already had a little hint of that here, and it continued right on up. I'm waiting for something like this, where you have a nice pullback to hop onto. Until then, let's see if there's a stronger pullback to this. So the only thing that would affect this long is if we actually come back down and break through that VWAP. Otherwise, they've tested this 20 SMA several times throughout the night, and it's been a bounce. We've had a couple of spurts, right, of red 5-minute Heikin-Ashi candles only to be bought right back up. So we haven't had a reversal, true reversal, all evening. Let's see. Let's see if this is the one. Green day trading, still long bias. Yeah, I agree, Kushal, man. I'm waiting for a pullback, bigger pullback on gold, but just not giving it to us. Not giving it to us. And looks like NQ stopped the house account out, and now it's going to push to the moon. Going back to my chart, so the house account got stopped out here. We flushed a little bit below that overnight range or the bottom of this range that I have drawn here. But if we take a look to the left, 700 really is the true test. I think there might be the overnight low test down here at 700. All right, let's take a look at the chat. I'm still flat. I'm waiting for NQ to do something. And gold, let's take a look at the gold trade, how we're doing. Came to that 20 SMA and potentially bouncing right back up again. Gold, man, don't short it. Don't short it unless you're scalping. No confirmation. Ooh, no confirmation yet on a true pullback. So let's see. PR77, no bias, but I'm thinking NQ will wait until London to make a move either way. Yeah, that's why I'm flat. I agree. Until we actually pick a direction here. I'm staying out of NQ. They would need to flush below 700. So what I would want for the short is they come below 700, somewhere down here, that 670 area, come back and test the 700, and then the short. I don't know. It's starting to break below here, but I won't guess it. I'll wait for price. All right, Goldilocks. Goldilocks is starting to turn around. Is it breaking the channel or just being gold? Taking a pullback to go right back up. So far, we got a what? 7 point pullback. That's pretty much all it's given throughout the night. 7 point pullbacks, and those pullbacks are hop on longs right at the bottom of this channel. Let's take a look at the 5-minute on Goldilocks on my charts. Okay. So still playing that ascending channel with no significant pullback. That's the story with gold. Every pullback so far on Goldilocks has been a pullback long. And looks like they're going to respect that channel and push it right back up. Freaking gold. Freaking gold. Sellers days. Can you make a poll with some end of year targets for ES and NQ? Yeah, absolutely. I don't know how many swing traders we've got here, but it'd be interesting to see what everybody's outlook for NQ and ES for the end of the year. I'll put one together for tomorrow. Maybe put that in the notes. All right, so gold looks like it came to the bottom of that channel and doing what it's done all night, go right back up. What about NQ? What did NQ end up doing? Still flat for the night, or at least since I started the stream. All right, NQ starting to break down here. They came and tested, so we flushed. We came and tested the bottom of that range and got rejected, at least for a couple points there. All right, NQ coming down, overnight low, potential next target, 700, down here. All right, so I guess you guys are voting already. So let's do a poll here. Courtesy of Sellers Days. Where do you guys think NQ and ES will be at the end of the year? So end of year targets for ES and NQ. 1, 2, 3 in the chat. And while you guys do that, let me take a look at something here real quick. All right, NQ bouncing. And what is gold doing? Gold unable to flush out of this channel still, holding that channel. Gold still not flushing. Respecting that channel for now. And let's take a look at NQ. So house account is now available for trades on NQ if anybody wants to take a trade on NQ. Green Day Trading, I agree. Smash that like, smash that subscribe button. If you're enjoying the content, smash that like, smash that subscribe. All right, NQ, just everything's moving slow now. Yeah, the only thing I'm looking forward to the end of the year is the Santa rally. Every year, that Santa rally pays on NQ. All right, NQ started to come down, huh? Like I said earlier, next stop would be 700 at overnight low test and potential continuation. It starts picking up some speed below 700. All right, guys, I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'll be right back. In the meantime, if you're enjoying the content, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe button. I do this every night, Monday through Thursday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. What did I miss? Did I miss anything? NQ still hovering here. No 700 touch yet. Green day trading. You've done your trading for the day. Made all your profits. All right, nicely done, sir. And gold. Let's take a look at gold here. How's our house account trade? Gold bouncing right back up as usual. Gold taking that pullback right to the 9 and the 20, and boom, right back up. Jesse also in the green. I think a couple of us are in the green. I'm in the green trading Goldilocks earlier, but I'm leaving gold alone, and NQ just too slow. All right, gold trade looks like bouncing again here at 49 area. NQ slowing down a lot. Jesse, what's the ticks per minute right now on gold and NQ? Sellers days. Just JC, did you trade New York session? I did. I did trade New York. I didn't live stream this morning. I woke up late. But I did walk out with some green this morning. It was choppy as hell. But I'll be on tomorrow morning for sure to trade New York session 9:15 a.m. Eastern for New York tomorrow. All right, Beryllium Jesse tells us that the ticks per minute for NQ right now is 19, for gold 11. Green day trading, but it's late. Price was 710, huh? All right, so NQ coming back to the top or the bottom of this range that I was watching for. We attempted to break below, but no 700 touch. Bounce right back up to the bottom of that range. Are we gonna get along now? Green day trading requested a long. Oh, sorry, I was probably when I took the break. Sorry about that. So NQ came and tested these lows down here and bounced right back up. These lows for now are holding. Current overnight low was down at 701. No touch on 701 on this wave. I'm still not trusting NQ with that chop. All right, NQ again testing the bottom of this overnight range and coming right back down. Chopping back and forth, but it is chopping within this descending channel now, right? Real robot. What is this price action? Dude, that's why I'm not touching it. With this price action, I'm flat. And what is gold doing? Let's take a look at gold. Did gold bounce or? All right, gold. Still holding this channel. Gold is just impressive. No significant pullback. Nothing. Is gold overdue for a strong pullback, or is it just going to continue to push. All right, hold on. House account trade. Let's take a look at the house account then. All right, so you want to take a long 2 minis 710 on NQ. You're thinking this is just a test of 710 and you want a long NQ 2 minis. I'm just going to buy at market right now. There you go, 710. And your stop is 695. $695 with a TP. Oh, you're still insistent on 770. Love it. All right. So you want this here. Got it. All right. See how this works out. So house account trade is set up. This is how it looks on my charts. We came pushed up. Potentially topping here in this overnight range. Now starting to take a pullback. I think definitely 700 is in the works now. Now the question is, are these levels strong enough to hold price action before weak price structure kicks into play? Potentially 666 on that move. Which way will it go? House account is in a long at 710, stop at 695, and TP at 770. So good risk to reward there. See if NQ helps out and bounces for the house account. Aiden, do you actually make trades? I haven't taken any trades tonight at all. Probably won't. I'm not liking the price action. I took my trades a little earlier on my accounts, but not right now, for sure. Oh, the GC just bounced. Let's take a look at bounce at GC. GC in a little holding pattern over here, huh? Christopher Zazik, gold push. For NQ, I'd wait. I'm waiting for either price action below 700 to see if there's a bounce, or if we're really going to rip up above 770. For gold, I'm waiting for a pullback. If we're going to hop on a long, otherwise, I'll wait for 4170, 4180 to potentially short gold at 4170. But gold needs to move. Ranga boy, F this price action. All the Indians are scalping this shit anyways. Yeah, that's why I'm not taking trades, man. NQ is chopping. No, I'm not interested. All right, so let's take a look at the house account. All right, so gold now potentially coming back down, or at least for a pullback to test the 200 SMA, which it hasn't, all the way back to when it touched VWAP. So let's see if this is now the pullback on gold. And how's NQ doing? NQ starting to push. And Goldilocks. Goldilocks building some selling pressure. I wouldn't mind Goldilocks coming back down to VWAP. Now, to be fair, the house account missed the TP by a tick. In my book, Corey, that was a good trade in my book. I think you got unlucky there with the TP, but that was a solid trade. Unfortunately, it might come back down and stop you out, but that was a good trade. All right, NQ chopping again. Not holding any bounce for a while. Yeah, NQ, I think until it starts seeing price action below 700, we're not going to see a true bounce on NQ. It needs to test those lows from earlier in the overnight. All right, let's take a look at gold. So far, I'm still flat with NQ chopping the way it is. Gold at this session high, I'm leaving that one alone for now. And watching. All right, let's go back to NQ until gold figures out what it wants to do. NQ still hovering here below this overnight range. Well, not much action on NQ other than chop, but it is in a descending channel that it's been playing out. Tight, but nonetheless playing it out. I'm still flat. Cool, Bob. I'm going to give it up for now and finish watching whatever it was I was watching last night. Yeah, man. Sometimes with this price action, better to walk away. That's why I'm leaving it alone. When it's like this, it's a recipe for forcing a trade, and I'm not. Now on the bright side, and gold is starting to bounce again. See if it'll rip right back up, or is it going to start taking a pullback again? We tested this high, right? What did we get? tested that 41, 47, 48 area and bounced. This area right here. So gold, very bullish. As much as I want to short it, I'm leaving it alone. All right, gold bouncing again. Tested this low right here and bounced right back up. How far will it bounce, or is it starting to get weak up here? I don't know. Pivot point is right above it at 41.60. Green Day Trading, this NQ pricing action is invitation for retailers to join short side and then rip them off with one big swipe. Oh, let's take a look at NQ. What is NQ doing now? Hasn't tested any of these lows from earlier in the day. Yeah, I'm undecided on NQ. I'll wait for direction first. Gold trying to bounce again. All right, NQ, just nothing. Still chopping. Now it is chopping in this descending channel, no question about it. But it's ugly. Ugly price action. Kushal, night everyone. Tired of seeing barcoding. Yeah, man. Same here. I think I may call it pretty soon too. All right, gold finally doing something. Let's take a look at Goldilocks. Gold not giving the pullback, bouncing right back up. Gold has been bullish all night. If you thought that was the pullback, it ain't happening just yet. Ooh, NQ I think is gonna stop us out now, huh? Yep, NQ looking for another stop. 700 next. We talked about this testing these lows on NQ. And once they pick up traction, I'm looking at this level down here. 665, that 670 area on NQ. So they might pick up some speed here, finally. There we go. Vishal, have a good night, brother. Not the best price action tonight. All right, there's NQ picking up some speed like we talked about. All right, NQ touching 700. This is the make or break. It either bounces or it's flushing. And house account stopped out. Ranga boy got out of gold. Good job, brother. It's not moving. Let's see what is. All right, so house account stopped out. Unfortunately for Green Day Trading, two stops out. Two stops on this one on these longs. NQ is quietly playing. NQ is so the house account stopped out at 695. But NQ has been playing a descending channel for some time. I think it still needs more. It's just doing it in a choppy way to mislead, trap longs. All it's been doing is trapping longs. PR77 in the green. Nicely done, sir. And I am still flat. Ooh, gold. Gold doing some dirty action here. Gold starting to do some dirty. This is what I was waiting on gold. Some true gold movements. Here we go. Hold on. What's gold doing? All right, gold taking a pullback. That was a rejection at 50. Is it starting to reject these numbers here? Let's see. Oh, I see what you're saying, PR. Yeah, NQ is not playing nice tonight, but it isn't a descending channel. Until that descending channel changes, it's been moving to the downside for sure. In a choppy way, barcodey way, but Green Day Trading, no worries, brother. It happens. So what am I looking for on NQ here now? These levels, right? 683, 667. Otherwise, those don't hold. NQ pullback incoming. PR77 telling us that NQ closed the cup at 700. I'm still staying out. And gold still undecided on what it wants to do. Is it continuing on up? Is it going to take a bigger pullback? What do you want to do? All right, guys. In the meantime, while NQ figures out how far it wants to go down or trap everybody, smash that like, smash that subscribe. I still haven't taken trades tonight, and based on this price action, probably won't. Let's go on tilt. All 15 contracts on red. I'm actually putting a restriction on that chat account. 4 minis max, 40 micros. All right, NQ continuing on down. I'm watching for that 670 level. What's it going to do? It's testing this area right now. Okay, so let's take a look at NQ. NQ's testing this right here, that 680. This is the juicy area right here, that 660, 670 area. Will that hold? Otherwise, structure has been broken. NQ not able to get back up above 700. All right, so let's move overnight low down here now. That's the current overnight low. Man, I wish it was better price action, but choppy. What's gold doing? All right, let's take a look at gold. I'm still flat. Gold trying to break this channel to the downside, but it holds, man. It's only a matter of time before they rip it right back up to 57.60 area. They've been unable to push below the 200 SMA on gold. We had an attempt here, and still no flush below the 200 SMA. So if they can't, potential push up to 760 next, unless they're able to flush below the 200 SMA. All right, the house account. Last trade for the house account is in a gold long, taking some heat as well. Which way will it go? The best loser wins. I just wasted 2 hours practicing on practice accounts like a total moron, wasting time when I could have been back testing and going to bed right about now. Hey, but you still got your, I call them your, what is it? You still got to get your, not trays. There's another word I'm looking for, but I'm going blank. You got to get your reps in, right? So even if you're practicing on a practice account, it's getting some reps in. That's what matters. All right, gold. Gold struggling up here. Is it finally a stronger pullback for gold? What's NQ doing? NQ again stopped the house account and bouncing. They're both NQ's just chopping tonight. Chopping, but headed down for sure. It's still in a descending channel. Ooh, for the first time tonight, house account on gold in danger of getting stopped out. Maybe not. Right back up. This price action is nasty on both sides. All right, NQ now about to take a plunge. It's not doing anything. Happy kids, there is a gap on NQ. There is that gap on NQ from 269 to 229. All right, house account not doing well tonight. About to get stopped out on gold trade as well. All right, house account stopped out. Although I think that trade, well, it doesn't matter now. We're stopped out. But that trade missed TP by 1 tick. So house account in the red for the night. Ranga boy, short gold now. Let's take a look. If it breaks, 200 SMA is holding though. Let's take a look at Heikinashi 5-minute on gold. All right, that's the first 5-minute without a wick on the top, right? So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for this pattern on the 5-minute, right? No wicks on top of those red candles. This is the first one, potentially. That would probably finally signal a reversal on gold, but I'll still give it some time. It is the strongest selling pressure all day. I mean, this was at what, right around the New York Open, 7 a.m. So this was true selling pressure. We haven't had any selling pressure like this all day. This is the first time we're starting to see some selling pressure. Let's see if they can hold it. Let's wait for, hold on. This is this morning's pullback right around the New York Open. Ever since, we haven't seen any pullback like that. Let's see if this is finally the building of a stronger pullback. NQ also coming back down. I think NQ is done. 665 next. NQ breaking structure to the downside. All right, gold looks like it wants VWAP again. Sparta 520, what's up, brother? Ooh, NQ. NQ taking a strong pullback. Coming to this 665 area. Let's see what happens here. This is that area that I talked about earlier, that's 665. Well, let's see what happens there. If we start breaking below that, there is weak structure holding this. Ten-point bounce at 65. We talked about that 65 area right here. That area held. But if they can't push price above the 9 EMA, we're in a descending pattern. We're continuing to be in a descending pattern. Courtney Cox, check gold. All right, let's take a look at gold. Gold attempted to flush below the 200. Coming back to test it. Are they going to get above and continue their path to the upside? Or are we finally going to see the moving averages become resistance? We haven't had resistance on the moving averages all day. The 200 SMA finally, the red line, right, finally crept up, providing resistance here. Is it resistance, or now are they using this as support for the next move up? The first time we've seen price below the 200 all day. And they hold it. And they hold it below the 200 SMA. On the Heikinashi side, we are starting to see more red candles. Nothing true confirmation in terms of um, reversal in direction, right? It's not as clean as, again, going back to the New York Open. This is clean reversal pattern on 5-minute Heikinashi. We're just not seeing it yet. Doesn't mean it can't become that. It all depends on what's going to happen with these moving averages. Are they going to use them as support and continue up above 60, 70 area, or are we finally going to start seeing moving averages become resistance? Reaper GC bounced off the 1 minute VWAP. 1 minute VWAP. So if you take a look at, we attempted to touch VWAP, right? VWAP is this blue line. We didn't quite touch it on this instance. There was the nice VWAP touch earlier in the day that became the long of the night. But let's see what happens here at price action. Are they going to use, again, these moving averages for support and push to 60, 70 potentially next, or moving averages start becoming resistance like we're seeing here? This is the 200 SMA, the 20 SMA, and the 9. You got an area of confluence here building up right now. Let's see which way it goes. VWAP should be the same at all time frames, by the way. All right, I'm watching gold now. What's going to happen with this area of confluence here with all three moving averages there? 200 SMA, 20 SMA, and the 9 EMA. Is that finally resistance and we see a move down? Or are they just going to use this like they have all day and continue their push up? Next push up is potentially 60, 65 on gold. Been pretty bullish all night, or all day. Let's see. I'm still undecided on both NQ and gold. Go Bob, the movie I am watching is Stakeland. I will go back to it later since the market is moving. Stakeland, I don't think I've heard of that one. Stakeland. All right, and gold. Looks like that's it for the pullback. Gold continuing to push up, refusing to give up this ascending channel. Pretty impressive, the bullish momentum on gold. All right, guys. If you're enjoying the content, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe. So far, still, for me, flat. I am still insisting 15 on red. And gold giving up that pattern, man. I've been trying to wait for a gold reversal pattern. Not happening. Not yet. If this candle, 5-minute, hold on, let me put it on it is the 5-minute Heikinashi. If this one turns green, no reversal pattern yet on Goldilocks. Strong green momentum all day. Impressive. And NQ came to this area right here, that 65 that we were talking about earlier, right there. And still, moving averages, strong resistance. So look at the 9 EMA on NQ. Look at this 9, providing the resistance to the downside. John Ozark, I'm back. Any more trades? No, I think everybody's calmed down. I think everybody went to sleep when it was moving slow, and now that it's moving, we're just starting to wake up. Seller's Days, a little shift in character from gold, but not much to write home about yet. Yeah, I agree. I'm watching it like a hawk right here on my screen. I have a feeling the bullish momentum on gold is pretty strong. This could have been the pullback. So this pullback to VWAP was the long of the night so far. At least when I started the stream, we had this pullback. Is that going to be the long again now for that 65, 70 area here, or finally resistance building right here at this area of confluence where you have the 200, the 20, and the 90 EMA? You got moving averages building right here. Are we finally going to get a pullback, a significant pullback on gold? Is what I'm waiting for. But if gold gets back into this channel, forget it. It's going up to 70 next. Seller's Days, yeah, rejection off VWAP gets me short. You got out of your long. Green Day Trading, have a good night, brother. Thanks for taking some trades on Stepping Up and taking some trades on the house account. Have a great night. All right, gold. Let's see if this buildup here starts playing out for resistance. I'm not going to guess on it. I'll wait for confirmation in terms of reversal before I hop. But so far on 5-minute Heikinashis, we're just not getting any trend yet. So this is gold 5-minute Heikinashi. It's the best red trend we've had all day besides the New York Open, right? This was the New York Open this morning. You had nice, clean Heikinashi 5-minute candles to the downside. Other than that, it's been green all day. Now we're starting to see gold taking a pullback. So let's see. Let's see how it plays out. Getting interesting though. Again, look at these moving averages. We talked about the 200, the 9, and the 20 becoming the area of confluence here. They came down, they tested it, and rejected again above the 200 SMA. So gold, for the first time all day, with price action below the 200 SMA. And when I tell you all day, that red line, this is the first time price is below that. But I'll be patient on some of these 5-minute Heikinashi. If I can get another 2 or 3 without wicks on the top, then maybe, just maybe, I'll take a short. All right, gold pushing to the downside hard. Let's see. They would need to come back to this 25 area to test it, right? They broke out. So right around the open, they broke out of this 24, 25 area. They pushed all the way to 455, but they haven't tested the breakout area. That's what I'm waiting for on gold, is the test of this 2025 area. Might not happen anytime soon, but if I were to take a long, that's what I'm waiting for. Green Day Trading. God bless, brother. Have a good night. All right, and is NQ picking up some steam to the downside or no? Oh, yeah. NQ continues on that descending channel. Look at that. Clean rejections at the 9 EMA. All right, guys. In the meantime, if you're enjoying the content, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe. NQ chopping but moving to the downside. Gold, is it finally fading and potential strong pullback coming, or just a standard pullback like it's done all day? Sellers days would be really interesting if this is a lower high on the daily on gold, but who knows? A lower high would be good for, I think. Hold on, let me take a look at this real quick. Let's take a look at gold again. That's why I'm so undecided on gold. We are now below the 200 SMA. On the smaller time frames, of course. But price does. Spaces 1111 NQ may be bouncing off 200 SMA on 5-minute candles. Okay. This is the area for gold. So we broke out of this 25-30 area. We took a pullback to 35 and then pushed right back up, but we haven't tested any of this yet. And let's take a look at NQ. Spaces 1111, maybe bouncing off the 200 on the 5-minute. All right, let's take a look at the 5-minute. Oh yeah, there it is. 200 SMA is the red line. Similar to Goldilocks, we haven't been below the 200 SMA for too long, since this morning on NQ. Is this the bounce? And we talked about this high right here, that 665 area potentially providing the support on this. Now the problem is, if they break, you got weak structure to the downside. why it's so risky. All right, go back to gold. My eyes are on gold. Come on, Goldilocks, give me the pullback. Pullback to 424 would be nice. We take a look at the 5-minute. Still, you know, the bulls want a higher low. I want 425. That would negate the higher low. So probably not going to get 425 anytime soon. If it breaks, we'll have a nice downhill. Yeah, I agree, Spaces. Now that I look at NQ, if you break this, you got some weak structure below. That could be a nice little ride down. I'm about to go to bed, but you are right. Let's put ES on top of NQ. Okay, so here's ES price action. ES also took a pullback similar to NQ. This white line now is ES over my NQ chart. And ES starting to curl up. So potential bounce right at that 200 SMA as Spaces, I think it was Spaces 1111, or who mentioned the 200 SMA bounce? Yeah, Spaces. All right, again, this line, this purple line or magenta line is ES. ES came down to 48 and bounced. All right, NQ bouncing right here. Potentially coming back up to test 700. And what is Goldilocks? Ooh, Goldilocks coming down for VWAP. Goldilocks coming down for the second VWAP touch of the night. Will that be the flush on VWAP? Gold taking a pullback. Let me remove ES. Here we go. Gold coming into this congestion area, and let's see if they flush it or they use it as support. They still, again, have not tested the breakout area, 20, 25 area, which is what I'm looking for. But they're looking to build a higher low, so who knows if I'll get it. All right, that is as close. That was a VWAP touch, right? They came, touched VWAP at 41.40, right? Last time they touched VWAP was here, and they bounced it 35 to 20 points. So let's see if this is a VWAP bounce. And now they finally get up to 65.70. But I think that is it for me tonight. Let's take a look at NQ before I head out. NQ still chopping to the downside for sure. And I think I'm going to call it a day there, guys. just not getting any of the levels or numbers that I'm looking for here. Gold, I would have loved to hop on a gold trade, but I need a stronger pullback than 10 points. So I think that's it for me tonight. NQ, which is barcoding, not the best price action tonight. So hopefully it picks up later tonight for those of you that trade even later. Appreciate you all tuning in. Let's go through some of the ones that have been chatting recently. Cobot, Sellers, Spaces, Green Day Trading. I know you left already. Reaper 85, Courtney, Happy Kids. Appreciate you all tuning in. Do me a favor, if you're enjoying the content, before you sign off, smash that like, smash that subscribe. It does help me out with the YouTube algo. Unfortunately, tonight, not the best price action. I do have some alarms set for gold that I'm looking for. Like I said, I am looking for that 25, 20 area again on gold. And then decide if they're going to continue on up or potentially that's it for Goldilocks. Other than that, I hope you guys have a green night. Appreciate you all tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow morning for those of you that trade New York. I'll be back in the morning, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Appreciate you all tuning in. Have a good night. Jesse, have a good night, brother. Appreciate you tuning in.